Most people in the United States don't struggle because they don't earn enough money. They struggle because they repeat the same financial mistakes over and over again without realizing it. These mistakes slowly drain their income, increase their stress, and keep them stuck in the same position year after year. In the previous video, we talked about basic money mistakes that affect millions of people. Today, we're going deeper. These are the mistakes that hurt even people with decent salaries and stable jobs. One of the biggest problems is lifestyle inflation. This happens when your income goes up and your spending immediately follows. You get a raise and suddenly you want a newer car, a bigger apartment, nicer clothes, and more subscriptions every month. Nothing feels extreme on its own, but together they silently eat your entire paycheck. The danger of lifestyle inflation is that it gives the illusion of progress while keeping you financially stuck. Real wealth is not about how much money you make, it's about how much you don't spend. Another common mistake is using credit cards emotionally. Credit cards themselves are not bad. The problem starts when people use them to cope with stress, boredom, or excitement. Buying things can feel good in the moment, but the feeling disappears quickly. What stays is the balance and the interest. Many people end up paying extra money for purchases they don't even remember. A simple rule can prevent this. If you wouldn't buy something with cash today, you shouldn't put it on a credit card. Not having an emergency fund is one of the most dangerous financial mistakes in the United States. Most people are one unexpected event away from serious financial trouble. A car repair, a medical bill, or a sudden job loss can completely change their situation. Without savings, people are forced to rely on credit cards or loans. This creates stress, more debt, and less control. An emergency fund gives you time and options. A solid goal is saving 3 to 6 months of basic living expenses. It's not exciting, but it protects everything else you're trying to build. Many people also confuse income with wealth. A high salary does not automatically mean financial security. There are plenty of people earning good money who still live paycheck to paycheck. The difference is not income, it's behavior. Wealth is built through assets, not paychecks. Assets are things that put money in your pocket without requiring your daily effort. When money works for you instead of you working only for money, everything changes. Waiting too long to start investing is another very expensive mistake. Many people believe they need a lot of money before they can begin. Others say they'll start later when life is more stable. The truth is that time matters more than the amount you invest. Starting small today is far more powerful than starting big many years from now. Compound interest, rewards, consistency, and patience. The earlier you start, the less effort you need later. Another reason people struggle financially is the lack of financial education. Most schools don't teach how money actually works in real life. As a result, people learn from social media trends, bad advice, or people who are also struggling. This leads to poor decisions, unrealistic expectations, and frustration. Financial education doesn't mean being an expert. It means understanding the basics well enough to avoid obvious mistakes and make better long-term choices. Many people also fail to set clear financial goals. Without goals, money disappears without direction. When you don't know what you're working toward, it's easy to overspend and lose focus. Clear goals give your money a purpose. They help you say no to unnecessary expenses and yes to things that actually move you forward. Avoiding these mistakes already puts you ahead of most people. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be consistent and aware. Small changes made over time create powerful results. In the next video, we'll talk about simple habits that actually help build wealth in the United States step by step. If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more money explained clearly and simply. Welcome back to our series on common money mistakes that are keeping you broke, especially here in the US. If you missed part 1, be sure to check that out after this video. Today, we're diving into 5 more financial traps that are surprisingly easy to fall into. Ready to break the cycle? Let's get started. The first mistake is upgrading your lifestyle every time you get a raise. This is called lifestyle inflation. You get a pay bump, and suddenly that slightly bigger apartment, newer car, or daily fancy coffee seems justified. The problem is, your savings rate stays the same, or even goes down. Instead of immediately spending that extra income, try this. Allocate half of your raise to your savings or investments, and then you can enjoy the other half. This way, you're building wealth while still rewarding yourself for your hard work. It's a win-win that your future self will thank you for. Next up, a huge one, not having an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Your car breaks down, you have an unexpected medical bill, or you lose your job. Without a safety net, these events can force you into high-interest debt, setting you back years financially. Your goal should be to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses in a separate high-yield savings account. It might sound like a lot, but start small. Even saving $20 a week is a step in the right direction. An emergency fund isn't just about money. It's about buying you peace of mind. The third mistake is ignoring your credit score. In the US, your credit score is like your financial report card. It affects everything from getting a loan for a car or a house, to the interest rates you'll pay, and even your insurance premiums. A low score can cost you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. So, make it a habit to check your credit report for free at least once a year. Pay your bills on time, every single time, and try to keep your credit card balances low. Building good credit is a marathon, not a sprint, but it's one of the most powerful financial moves you can make. Mistake number 4 is falling for buy now, pay later services too often. These services seem so convenient, right? They split a purchase into smaller, interest-free payments, but they can be a slippery slope. It's easy to lose track of how many payment plans you have active, and before you know it, you've overcommitted your future income. It can make you feel like you can afford things you really can't. If you can't pay for a non-essential item in full right now, it's often better to wait and save up for it. This simple discipline will keep you out of a debt cycle that's hard to escape. Finally, the 5th mistake is not investing early enough. So many people think you need a ton of money to start investing, but that's just not true. The most powerful force in investing is compound interest, which is basically your money making money. The longer your money has to grow, the more powerful compounding becomes. Even if you start with just $50 or $100 a month in a low-cost index fund, you're putting your money to work. Thanks to modern apps, it's never been easier to start. Don't wait for the perfect time to invest. The best time was yesterday, but the second best time is right now. So there you have it. 5 more money mistakes that can seriously hold you back. By avoiding lifestyle inflation, building an emergency fund, managing your credit, being cautious with buy now, pay later, and starting to invest early, you can take control of your financial future. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you build wealth and live a richer life. See you in the next one.